Hi everyone, it's BDevine again here for another week of Domino Angels, and thank you for joining me and welcome to anyone who is new. This is my own deck of cards that I designed, obviously called Domino Angels, and here are the cards themselves. And what I do each week is just choose a card, and that'll be the angel working with us for the week. So all of you that are used to me, we will just get started now, and hello everybody. I am kind of in a funny mood, and I'll explain a little bit to you later what's going on. But anyway, so what I will do right now is just close my eyes and focus and ask an angel to come through and bring us all a special message. Okay. Okay, we're just doing a little shuffle today, so here we go. Okay, we've got Archangel Uriel, and as usual it always makes sense. And this card says, Archangel Uriel is with you, and it's time that you may need to face the past and let it go completely. Something is bugging you, and it's not in your best interest to lose sleep over it. You are much stronger than you imagine, and have all the power of the universe flowing through you. So now is the time to change your thought patterns, let it go, and try not to listen to mindless gossip right now. Thank you to Archangel Uriel. Light a brown or yellow candle to connect. And Archangel Uriel is a very, very kind and loving and giving angel. And when he is working with us, and you know, this is obviously a message for myself as well, sometimes things from the past come up and they just bite you, you know. You think that you've done so much clearing, so much shielding, so much meditating and, you know, clearing yourself and releasing old thought patterns, and then suddenly there's this thing that just keeps bothering you. And I just had this phone call just before I turned this video on. I just got this phone call, and it was exactly that. It was just a blast from the past, and it was just an old issue that is coming up again in my life. And I think to myself, you know, I've done all this, I've prayed and I've done all the work, and it's still there. And obviously it's asking you, try not to, even if an old problem comes up, try not to face it in the same way. So whereas I would normally go and get very, very upset and, start thinking about all those things that irritate me about the person and about the situation, I'm just going to have to imagine that everything is going smoothly. There's a reason for this coming up now, and for all I know, even though it's something that is not very nice or not nice to have in your life, then there obviously is an underlying reason for it. And Archangel Uriel will work like this with you. He will ask you to see or take a different approach, a different stance to the way that you handle problems. We're in this new energy now, and as we know, some things from the past or the old energies are going to still sort of linger and ask us to try not to get upset. So Uriel works with you psychologically. He is actually known as a psychological angel. So if you are having these problems that are occurring in your life, or one thing, for example, is these constant thoughts that go over and over and over and over in your mind, Archangel Uriel asks you to please look at this from a different standpoint. Perhaps take yourself out of the situation, and looking in on it as though you are counseling someone else, and look at it. What would you be saying to them? And in my situation, if someone was in my situation, I'd be saying, look, this is not your fault. This is not a direct punishment to you. This is just something that needs to clear, and at the moment it's coming up in your life for you to look at, examine, and treat it in a different way than you normally would. So Archangel Uriel will help you to have the strength to actually get through these issues and try not to get angry, upset, frustrated, irritated, because then you are giving your power back to whoever it is or whatever the situation is that is continually annoying you. Don't let that happen, because you are just taking your own energy away from yourself, and you need it. We all need, you know, to be strong and to have, you know, this protection around us. And what happens is when you are giving away your emotions, all your chakras start to become unbalanced, and then it's just like a snowball of events. So Uriel also asks you to remember that, you know, you are stronger than you ever could imagine that you are. And that is especially true when you do see these issues coming up and, you know, you want to handle it in the old way that you handled it, but if you can just stop for a moment, or perhaps before you answer someone, just wait 5 or 10 seconds and then see if your answer is still the same. So Uriel is working with everybody, anytime. It is a bronzy, yellowy, browny type of colour. You might see this colour everywhere now, or you might be actually seeing signs that Uriel is working with you. Oftentimes people say to me, I don't think that the angels are working with me or hearing me. But you know, just a moment ago, before I turned the video on, I got the phone call. I went outside and I was just standing out there and I was like, why is this happening? And then I calmed myself down for a moment and I saw a bee just land on the fence. And so I was looking at the bee and I said, oh, bee means, you know, good luck. And, you know, it was a message to me, just to, don't worry about it, everything is going to be okay. You know, you'll see little things like a butterfly, or, you know, perhaps you see feathers, or birds will just start singing and chirping. These are all messages from your angels, that they are working with you and they can hear you. And, you know, never feel that you are alone. And always remember that, you know, no one can hurt you unless you allow them to. This is, you know, especially mentally. No one can hurt you unless you allow them to. So, you know, close yourself off, go back inside into yourself. You know, converse with the angels, write things down. And this is another way that's marvelous for your automatic writing and getting a connection with even your loved ones, your spirit guides, and especially the angels, is writing things down or writing questions down about your life. And then you'll see that there's a flow of events that begins to happen and the answer becomes available to you. So I hope that made sense to a lot of people out there, and I think I will leave it at that. Archangel Uriel is with you for this week. Remember to ask him to be there with you. If you feel that things are starting to get on top of you, or someone is bugging you from the past, or you know, you get that bad phone call or email or something like that, don't give away your power. Just keep yourself calm and change the way that you see the problem, and take yourself out of the picture. And imagine that you are counselling somebody else, and Uriel will be there with you. So I will also leave a link down below, a little bit of information about Uriel and different ways that you can connect with him. So thank you all for listening, and until the next video, it is goodbye from me. Bye.